My name is Natasha Blinn and I am the UK Head of Sales at Perkbox. Today I'm going to be talking to you about fostering a culture of performance within my team. A culture of performance boosts overall engagement, morale and productivity, three key pillars to a thriving and successful business unit function such as sales. When I really think about what are the things that I do within my team to help foster this culture of performance, there are really 5 things to me that spring to mind that I do. Number 1, I empower people to make their own decisions. It's incredibly important that my team feel like I trust their decision making and ability to solve problems. And I always encourage them to come up with a solution before coming to me, rather than just coming to me with a problem. With this responsibility comes a desire to succeed and thrive, because taking on that responsibility means they're taking ownership of a process and that I trust them in taking that decision. The second thing is reinforcing positive behaviour through recognition. I personally always strive to have a positive and can-do attitude, and I try to embed those values within my team as well. In doing so, I will always strive to recognise individuals who have a positive attitude, and I will recognise them both one-to-one but also in a public forum. People who generally have a growth mindset tend to become the future leaders of an organisation. And in recognising the behaviours that they demonstrate, with having that growth mindset, with being open-minded and having that positive can-do attitude, really helps spread that positivity amongst colleagues and peers, and therefore spreads that culture, specifically among new starters. The third thing I do is encourage open communication and transparency within my team. The ability to openly challenge one another and feel the freedom to communicate open and honestly, both with myself and in a team environment, is vital to a high-performing and successful team. Not only does it result in healthy conversation and creativity, it also provides a sense of clarity and understanding. For an employee that may be struggling, who feels like their voice isn't heard, having an open channel of communication or being transparent allows them to speak up and be heard without fear of feeling like what they're saying is incorrect, or without feeling like they can't actually be open with their manager. This is something that I feel very, very strongly about, and I've seen how a lack of transparency or a lack of communication can result in very poor performing individuals and poor performing teams. The fourth thing that I do is ensure that there is a development and growth plan in place, ensuring that my team has a very clear career path plan with set KPIs and key milestones, for me, sets a great foundation for a culture of performance. What this means is that everyone knows and is clear on what they need to do in order to take that next step in their career. And without that clear focus and ability to grow professionally, people feel like their growth in an organisation is stunted, and therefore they become demoralised, disengaged, which leads to a poor performing team. So having very, very clear goals, having very clear KPIs, and having that career path plan in place sets a fantastic foundation for high performance and striving towards excellence. Last but not least, great incentives. This is certainly not one to underestimate, and I always ensure that I try, where possible, to set the best incentives for my team. Anything from the likes of luxury picnics to group nights out, to darts, to go-karting. I really try and set something for everyone that they can feel like they can work towards. To summarise what it means to build a culture of performance, I would say when done right, it truly enriches an organisation. It genuinely gives businesses, teams, individuals a sense of pride, a sense of working towards a larger goal, and a sense of purpose. And I believe that these are really fundamental things to generating a high-performing team.